winning despite adversity. Do not miss this time in your life to do extraordinary things. This is your time now. Thank you very much, Florida State University. Follow your dreams. Don't listen to non-constructive criticism. Don't live within parameters of mediocrity defined by others, and success will stare you right in the face. Go grab it.
Questions? Perfect.
What's the most difficult job you've ever had?
Had to be Lehman Brothers. Lehman Brothers was just a hyper-competitive environment. It was the type of environment at Lehman Brothers. I was a trader's assistant at Lehman Brothers on the emerging market fixed income trading desk. And Lehman Brothers was the type of place that you were not only competing with other firms, you had to constantly battle with people internal. So your team members you had to battle with on a daily basis. So that was absolutely the most difficult. It was also it was minimum a 60-hour-a-week job, often an 80-hour-a-week job, and that also added to the stress.
10 interviews sounds like a lot. How'd you get through it? Any tips for anyone who is lucky enough to get an interview in the future?
Yeah, 10 interviews is absolutely a lot. My advice on interviewing is, one thing, when I was an undergrad, I wasn't a very good test taker. I knew the material, I just didn't get the answers right on the test. I would miss the trick questions. I'd miss a couple other questions and turn an A into a B or a C. In an interview, oftentimes someone asks you a question, oftentimes there really is no correct answer. I mean, one of the interviews I had at Lehman Brothers, a gentleman asked me, Greg, if you wanted to buy a car, what kind of car would you buy and why? So, that's a dumbass question. No correct answer. And actually, at Lehman Brothers, I ended up having 12 interviews. So 10 was like the minimum. I think that was the person, you had to have 10 interviews, everyone had to say yes. I think that person told me no. Unfortunately, I had a former boss who worked for Lehman Brothers. When he was asked about me, he told them that it would be dumb if they did not hire me. So I ended up ultimately getting the opportunity. But I'd say the key is not being nervous. So I say, don't beat yourself up if you get asked a question you don't know. I'm going to expand upon this question. Actually, when I interviewed for the opportunity as the Director of Investment Operations at a prominent school, a gentleman asked me, he said, Greg, what is duration? And I told him duration is the measure of the interest rate sensitivity of a bond. He told me I was wrong. I told him, no, I'm right. He said, you're wrong. I said, I'm right. His boss chimed in, and his boss told him that I was right. He was looking for a different answer. He was looking for me to tell him that duration is the time in years that it takes to pay back the price of a bond from its internal cash flows, which is also the right answer. So a key is not being nervous, and if in my opinion, just the best interviews are conversations. If you ever get into a position where you interview somebody, make sure you know the answer to the question you're asking.
One more question? Yeah, right here.
Do you ever use computer programs to day trade, or do you specifically do all your?
I do it myself. I mean, I have the ability to robo trade, but I tend to I enter my orders myself. One thing I found in trading in the short term, you never know exactly what's going to happen in the future. So I try to limit my number of transactions. There's a lot of empirical research that shows that the more you trade, the more transaction fees either erode your gains or magnify your losses. So I try to be as precise as possible, and I think it's easy for me to be precise trading manually. Just
where do you get your information from?
In terms of the research I do, or because there's a lot of information I get I get market volume. I have a level 2 quote screen, which is a detailed quote screen that shows me all the order activity on the actual exchanges. I get that through the various brokers who I actually utilize. I also pay for independent research, and there is some research I get for free. Having multiple brokerage account relationships. I have multiple account relationships. I segregate my short-term trading in a series of accounts, and my long-term investment is in a series of accounts. I do that for continuity of business reasons. If for some reason there happens to be some type of technological outage with one particular broker, that does not prevent me from being able to transact in another account. I keep money in all the accounts so that I can transact however I desire in any individual day. And if for some reason my high-speed connection goes down, I have the ability to get on a regular telephone and place orders. I also have multiple wireless connections with multiple cellular providers so that I can trade on an iPhone if I have to in the course of a day. So I'm getting my information from a lot of different sources.
How does it feel to be back on campus, back in the business school, and being up there instead of sitting out here?
Well, it's phenomenal. I can say that back when I was a student, there was no such thing as a Dean's Lecture Series. So people didn't come back and give us their real world perspective. So it's great to be back, and I'm extra happy to be here for a nice football weekend. FSU has not lost a game I've attended since 1987, so I think some good things are going to happen this weekend.
You can think of something you missed.
And on behalf of the students, thank you for coming. And
thank you.
let's give Mr. Collier a round.
Thank you.